And welcome to the 6th tutorial. This tutorial we're going to do two things. We're going to extend our GameStateManager and add an event handler so we can handle our window events like resizing and closing window. And then of course integrate it in our GameStateManager. So let's start. Let's create a header file. I'm going to call it SDL GameStateManager. So my naming scheme is SDL. Anything that starts with SDL has SDL code inside it. Of course, you have to be careful not to rename or name anything that you would find in the SDL libraries themselves. Okay. So we're going to have to include GameStateManager or iGameStateManager. There we go. Now that's class. And there we go. Now this is going to be relatively simple, but we need it because it's going to get more complicated over time. Okay, it's automatically a singleton as well. See if we look here, there we go here, see it's already that, so we can say friend singleton. There we go. And create a private constructor with a body. Okay. Now we can right click on this, do some quick actions, create implement pure vertical. There we go. It also created this for us. Nice. Yes, we want to save. And this would go also in here. Let's make this one smaller. Okay. So our event stuff is going to live in here for SDL. Okay. So to start off, what we can do is we can go to here and we can include what was it, screen handler, there we go, and it would be the and flip, of course, there we go. So on draw we flip the screen at the end. So if I'm not mistaken, we can look that up. So if we look here, okay. Yeah, so what we could do is we could do, so this gets called because we're inheriting, but we also want to call the base. So what we can do is we can do it like this, if I'm not mistaken. We can do I think we have to do this. And this would be update, of course. So we want to call the base function as well as this one. But we want to draw first our game stuff and also update. So sometimes we want to update stuff first, like our game timer. and events, and then we want to do update the rest of the stuff. So this is opposite, and then this side. Okay, so it's building correctly. Okay, so for this one, let's create a oh wait, we also forgot to type def it. Which we'll call the SDL GameStateManager. There we go. Okay, so in this case, we'll create a screen. We'll leave this as well. Oh, there we go. So this we don't need anymore, because we'll just do so it'd be like this, but we need to set a pointer as well. This kind of looks messy. I'll prefer it like this, I guess. So yeah, so let's create a simple state. You know, I deleted this earlier, and I'll just write a new one. There we go. We don't need this. We don't need this. We do need public copyable. Okay. Wait, we need game state. There we go. And we'll need to singleton it as well. I don't like this. There, that's better. And this should be Fred. There we go. And let's create a private constructor and quick action, implement the body. Okay. There we go, and we'll create a type def it as well. Well, there we go. And then we would do something like set state, the test state, colon, pointer. There we go. So this should run. We should get a blue screen. And nothing. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Oh wait, did I do this correctly? Ah, yeah. Of course I'll have to call the SDL game state. There we go. There we go. It's blue. There we go. Okay, so this part works. So let's look at SDL window events. To events or something like that, or pull events. What is that? Let's look at both of them. Okay, so this pulls the events. So we need to write something to automatically do this. So we want window events. So these are all the events that can happen in SDL. Right now we're only going to implement this, Windows events. So, because it's a screen handler, right, or the GameStateManager SDL, okay, we can put it here or in the screen. I think this is a better place. Void handle event. Event. Let's call them win events, because the event is a registered name or something like that. Also, because it's a private, we want to friend class or friend SDL underscore event handler. Now we haven't created it yet. Like this. Yeah. Okay, so under, we don't want state, we want SDL here. Let's create our event handler. And I'm just going to copy this. I don't feel like retyping it every time. Okay. So this is going to be the event handler. Okay. So this would be maybe void pool events. Something like that, maybe. Let me, yeah. Okay. Let's copy this one here. Let's open it. So we know from here that we'll need to use something like this to pull events. And we'll need to include the SDL, of course. Okay. And let's do a switch, I guess. And if event equals, what is it, type maybe? Yeah, event type. Type SDL Windows events. Yeah, so we want to do something like this. Okay. Where case, right? Yeah. And then we go to hash include. So later, when with our we say with our input, we want to go to different functions. We want to pass this events to different places. So for this, we want to include our GameStateManager. That would be the SDL GameState. Nope. There we go. GameStateManager. Handle event. Event. There we go. And let's handle it. Pass in a pointer to the event. Okay. So in our GameStateManager, and of course, because it's a Windows event, we can cast it. Oh, wrong button. Right? Oh wait, of course. We can just do this, right? There we go. Because it is a Windows SDL event. See if we peek here. Or, oh no, we can do, good. Window, there we go. Boom, now it should be okay. Okay. So here, it's kind of like a circle, but we're going to include our event handler, and we're actually going to handle our events. Pool events, boom. Oh, okay. So this is going to pool events. That's going to do this, and then we're going to call that this one, but let's create a function for it first. Otherwise it won't be that fun. I'm lost. This one, here we go. Declaration is incompatible with SDL when event it doesn't. We don't know what this is. Oh, okay, so we can do declare it, and here we'll include SDL. There we go. Now it should be fine. Let's build. Everything should look okay. Cannot extract. Oh, okay. So I'm doing something wrong with my. Nope, not this one. This one. Of course. There we go. That's what you get when you copy. Oh. I can't type. There we go. Okay, everything looks good. What is this? Warning. No. Let's see. Looks like that. Fix that. Okay. Okay, so now if we run it, okay, we should get an event. We should hit the breakpoint. Boom. Windows event. And we'll have to process them. Okay. So, let's just copy this because I don't feel like doing anything with it or writing it myself. That's why you have examples. Well, I don't know. It's probably all okay. And this would be this one. Yeah, okay. Event ID. And we'll have to replace this with this one. And let's see if we fixed our problem. Oh wait. Window, right? Yeah, window ID, okay. So we have to remove this. We'll go over that in a second. Okay. Oh. Okay. There's no point in changing all this. Okay. So let's select this and we'll replace it with this. Let's see. Okay. So if we build it, okay, that looks good. Remove the breakpoint. And let's see if we can move our window now. There we go. Here as well, we can see what's happening. We go into the screen, we move it. So, that's it for this tutorial. We did some copying. We got the basics of our event system done. So later on, in our event handler, we will handle everything from, let's see, keyboard events, we'll do that. We'll do mouse events. And if people really want, I can also do it for joysticks as well, because it can be quite complicated. Seeing you have 4 joysticks and you want to have auto plugin, but if people really feel like it, let me know, and I'll go over it later when the time comes. So in our next tutorial, we're gonna do some sprites. We're gonna draw some stuff to screen. So stay tuned for that.